Hey guys, so this was either gonna be this film or Barbie, and I thought, you know what? The hype for this film, I mean, the hype for both films were unreal, and then when they both ended up being memes because they're both polar opposites of the type of films they're about, which is kind of funny. But I decided to go into this one because I feel this is more of like an interesting kind of story and stuff, which I only just found out after watching this that this is actually a true story. That's how much I go into films. I don't like usually like research them or anything like that. But this is actually based on a like true event, based on true events. Obviously, there's probably some dramatization, and I knew that when my brother told me when I came home and I told him what film I saw. Anyway, so I'm gonna pronounce the name of this film wrong. I can't pronounce it. I hear it and I'm like, it's in my head, and then it goes out again. But Oppenheimer, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So, this film is based on it's based on a physici. See, I can't speak. I can't pronounce physicist. Basically, if you didn't know that was, they study like physics, which I didn't really enjoy in science at school. I preferred geography, even though they went into the whole kind of we came from apes kind of theory, which I don't believe in. But anyway, I'm going off topic. This is a review of this film. Anyway, so it follows this physicist who ends up being basically asked to head this project, which involves creating the atom bomb. The open. You know what? I'm just gonna say his the first name and not the last one. But basically, Robert is kind of like this tormented. I don't want to give too much away, but it's like this tormented kind of physicist because obviously he discovers this and he's on board with that, but then sort of kind of has, without giving too much away, you can see even during the process that he's kind of a bit tormented in what he's doing, and he doesn't believe it's like 100% right, but then he kind of ends up getting kind of, without giving too much away, if you don't know anything about his story anyway, but has regrets because he doesn't like, he basically he wants to help the world, but in turn, in what happens, he completely regrets it and stuff. There's kind of scenes in it which is really cool as well, where he kind of sees kind of, as I said, I don't know much about physics and I didn't really enjoy that much in science, so I didn't really ingest anything much in physics, but you kind of see him kind of imagining like stuff when it comes to physics. It's hard to explain because I don't know anything about physics. But if you know about physics, you may kind of understand, or if you've seen this film, you may understand what I'm trying to say. So, how this film is structured, which I really like. So, basically, as I said, it follows Robert and it also follows Lewis Strauss. And Lewis Strauss is kind of like the main kind of person of this project, and basically both of them are kind of being interviewed and being, well, interviewed, more like interrogated. You find out as well there's like a twist and stuff, and it's like, but either way, the main point is being kind of interrogated about the whole situation and stuff like that. It goes into Robert's history and stuff, when it comes to kind of like his opinions on like war and stuff. I can't remember the name of it now. What you call these sorts of people? It's gone. What are they called again? I can't think now. I can't think at the minute, but it's a movement and I can't think of the name. It's like a political kind of movement kind of group. I can't think of the name. It's gone completely out of my head. Um anyway, so it goes through his kind of, process of, him in like college. I think, I don't know if they call that college in America, but you know what I mean. His kind of life leading up to the whole, making the bomb and stuff like that, and then it goes through Lewis's Strauss account as well. So with Robert's account, it's all in color, and with Lewis's account, it's actually in black and white. We see more obviously of Robert's because he's like the main character and everything. But I like the way they kind of did that. I thought it was kind of cool. As I said, I don't want to give too much away, but it's what you call a cinematic film. Like, I really enjoyed it when, when people say the word cinema, this is definitely kind of a cinema film. If I'm making any sense, like, it's just really good. It's like just enriched with story. There's characters and all that. It's just a cinema film. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's funny because when people say, or the older folks say, like, Marvel films aren't cinema and there's no movies that are cinema, I kind of get what they mean in that kind of regards. Either way, this film is so freaking good. Like, I definitely recommend that you give this a go. Even though you may not, like, war drama may not necessarily be your kind of, main genre you watch, because I don't really watch, like, war films, but this one is a really, really good one. Um, but yeah, if I was to rate it, like, it's literally the best movie I've seen this year so far. It is on the longest side, but I don't find that it drags or anything because there's so much of a story to tell. Um, so I don't feel at any point that I feel like it's dragging or anything like that. But yeah, if I was to rate this out of 10, like, definitely like 10 out of 10. It's a really, really good film. As I said, may not be your cup of tea, but I would give it a go because you probably will enjoy it, because it's not like wars and, the typical war film as such. Obviously, there's kind of, it's just about building an atomic bomb, but I really enjoyed it. I liked the plot, I like the characters, I like the story. I honestly can't find any faults with this whatsoever. If I'm being honest, I can't find any faults. That's why I give it a 10 up 10. But that is it for this review. So bye, guys.